And the limited resources of the private cloud, service providers face unpredicted failures in allocating cloud resources. Instantiation and scaling may fail due to insufficient resources. And we will not think about automation of operation under such uncertainty. Thus, resource reservation is necessary for automation of operation. Resource reservation is provided by Blazar. Blazar is a resource reservation service for OpenStack. It enables users to reserve resources for a specific amount of time. And it raises resources to users on the based on the reservation. This figure shows that the service provider is planning to give more resources to service 1 from Friday to Saturday. The resource plan like this can be guaranteed by resource reservation. Because resource reservation can avoid unpredicted failures and provides assurance in capacity planning. So consider the following situation. Service provider has two types of service using their private cloud, high priority BOD service and low priority one. The initial configuration is shown there. This cloud has 2 compute nodes, and the instances are deployed like that. And this chart shows how demands change time to time, and the amount of resources change time to time. The rise of the demand is often predictable because demand is risen by the event, like a concert or a big sports event, etc. Please note that the demand of low priority service goes up ahead of the high priority one will do. So on the cloud without resource reservation, what will happen? As the demand of low priority service goes up, the instances are being created by auto-scaling. After that, the demand of a high priority service goes up in turn. The high value nodes will be created, but will hit the resource limit. The instances cannot be created anymore due to insufficient resources. This failure is not predictable because we can't control the demand of other services. On the other hand, with resource reservation, how the problem solved? With resource reservation, we can reserve a compute host for an arbitrary service, of course, for high priority service. The resources of the reserved host cannot be used by any other services. As the demand of low priority service rises, the insufficient resources may be occurred. But when the specified time comes, high priority service instances are created using reserved resource. And they can respond to the increasing demand of the service. And let me show you a flow of guaranteed capacity planning. First, the operator plans the capacity service through the management console called Capacity Manager. operator specifies the type of service, the number of instances to be created, start time, end time, and so on. And then capacity manager requests Blazar to create with, and Blazar returns reservation ID. And when time passes and the start time comes, Blazar starts with, creates an aggregate, and reserve the host in the aggregate. Then capacity manager requests Nova to create VM with the reservation ID in schedule hints. And it notifies the end of the operation to operator. So let's look at the movie. This is a short digest version. It's not including the planning phase. So left side is a low priority service, and the right side is a high priority one. Please note that the left and the right have been swapped with respect to my slides. And this chart shows the demand of low priority service is going up. After the movie player buffer exhausted, the video will be stuck. Yes, it had just stuck. And when the start time comes, instances of high priority service deployed based on the plan. And please note that the instances are scheduled to the reserved host. And the demand for the high priority service is going up. High priority service can respond to the demand, and the video will not stop. And if we don't use reserve resource, the video will be stuck. Operator is notified that scaling of high priority service was completed like that. So this is a short version. Full version of the movie, including capacity planning phase, can be seen at YouTube. Please visit. And thank you very much for your time.